strikes between the two countries over the last couple days. Fox's Griff Jenkins at the White House.
Despite Iranian reports that peace talks have ceased, President Trump says Tehran has not left the negotiating table and a deal could soon come. The president also says Iran has agreed to one of his red lines. Iran has long maintained its nuclear program is for civilian purposes only, a claim heavily disputed by Iran's enriching uranium to 60%, with questions remaining over what will happen to the so-called nuclear dust. The world's leading nuclear watchdog issued a warning over the dangers posed by Iran's inventory of near bomb-grade uranium. Talks have also been challenged by Israel's increased fighting in Lebanon.
And 4 House Republicans joined every Democrat voting to limit President Trump's Iran war powers. Meantime, the Senate appears to be on track to begin the process of funding CBP and ICE without any Democratic votes needed. It comes after DHS Secretary Markwayne Mullin issued a warning to protesters at a New Jersey ICE facility.
If sanctuary cities don't play ball, he's open to pulling CBP customs agents from their airports. By the way, he also pushed back on Democrats who claim DHS attacked ICE protesters at that facility over in New Jersey. Meantime, Democrats repeated their calls to not only abolish ICE, but to dismantle DHS as well. The upper chamber slated to kick off a marathon session that Republicans hope will end in the passage of some $70 billion in funding for ICE and CBP over the next 3 years.
And that's Fox's Kevin Corke in Washington. Republican lawmakers appear to have cleared 2 major hurdles, dropping the DOJ's controversial anti-weaponization fund and removing funding for security related to President Trump's White House ballroom. America's listening to Fox News.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250 micro to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The president made a big announcement when it comes to acting Attorney General Todd Blanche.
I'm instructing Dan and everybody else that's involved in that very complicated process, which is going to go, I think, very quickly, that we are going to make him permanent Attorney General.
President praising Blanche for taking after Pam Bondi's firing in April. Trump is expected to make his formal nomination sometime later today. Meantime, President Trump defends a Justice Department compensation fund that was scrapped amid bipartisan opposition. Fox's Jared Halpern at the White House.
Even though Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche says the Justice Department is not moving forward with a near $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund, President Trump is not committing to a permanent end of the program.
The weaponization fund, as far as I'm concerned, was a beautiful thing.
The president says he believes many Americans do deserve compensation, including those prosecuted after the January 6th Capitol riot.
These are people that are great people that were destroyed. Their families have been destroyed. Many suicides.
But the compensation fund faced near immediate backlash from lawmakers, including from several Republicans in Congress. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Votes are still being counted in California, leaving a pair of key primary races up in the air.
The latest numbers from the Associated Press show Hilton with about 28% of the vote. Democrat Javier Becerra is in second place at nearly 26%, and fellow Democrat Tom Steyer is in third place with roughly 20%. But millions of votes still need to be counted, which, of course, could change the results. And part of the delay is because so many people in California vote by mail, and those ballots, of course, take longer to receive, verify, and count. Hilton is frustrated. So the uncounted ballots could lean Democratic, but Hilton thinks he'll maintain his lead because people are hungry for change.
And that's Fox's Madeline Rivera. Only Karen Bass, the incumbent mayor, has secured a spot in a November runoff election. I'm Gianna Gelosi. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. teen wounded in a shooting in Urbana. Police say that teen shot in the hand on Ivanhoe Way Monday. He was sent to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. So far, no arrests made. The shooting remains under investigation. Illinois Department of Labor reminding employees and workers that the Family Neonatal Intensive Care Leave Act is in effect. The law provides eligible employees with unpaid job-protected leave when their child is admitted to a neonatal intensive care unit. The leave is in addition to leave available under the Federal Family and Medical Leave Act. Authorities naming the Rantoul man who died after experiencing a medical emergency at a local pool. Champaign County Coroner's Office says Sean Beringer was pronounced dead at the hospital after the incident at Hap Parker Family Aquatic Center in Rantoul that happened on Monday. The incident remains under investigation at this time. And that's what's happening. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe
Well,
Nord.
good morning, friends. It is ESPN 93.5. I am Stevie J. This is one of the greatest days of my life. I have 3 dates, Greg Solier. 3 dates.
Yes, you do?
And
Okay.
and then everything else are just everything else. And they're great dates. I've got a lot of things in my life. I have been very blessed. Stevie J has been very blessed in his life, and a lot of it's been shared on radio. I'm just wondering if anybody's still out there that remember when my babies were born 29 years ago today. And there are. Carolyn Castile might be one of the only originals. But it's just a long time ago now. But the triplets turned 29 today. And the 3 dates are June 29, 1985, January 3rd of 1993, and June 4th of 1997. It's the marriage, the first child, Nathaniel, and then the triplets, and everything else are just everything else.
That's right.
It's amazing. You know, they say when you're laying there in bed, just about to die, you're not going to think about The Office. You're not going to think.
No, you're not.
You're not
No.
going to think about that thing you did at work that was so fun. Those will be down here, but up here where it really is valuable. The stuff that you carry with you. I woke up with such a peace today. It's just one of the greatest days ever. It's one of the greatest days. Adrian, it's one of the greatest days in the history of my life.
That's right. Well, and the fact that your family's all together to celebrate, it's amazing.
It's unbelievably kind of unusual since high school. We were always together, but now it's life. Mm-hmm. We got, new job's a hassle and the kids at the flu, but it's sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's sure
That's right.
Harry
Chapin.
That's right, exactly.
No, it just-
WOLD.
Anyway, I am happy. I'm happy. I'm so
You sound it.
I'm just thankful too because there's a lot of life living out there, and I got this one, and I'm appreciative of it. We lived in India when I was 10. It changed me because I really became somebody that appreciated anything because I saw what nobody had.
Yeah.
And so it just gives you that deep, rich appreciation. And then to hear how people diss our country all the time just hurts me. I mean, it just hurts me. How many families and generations have come here to America and have lived the dream?
That's right.
It's not that they got rich or they're famous, but they lived the chance to breathe free air and decide what they wanted, the direction of their life to go. And that isn't like that anywhere, really.
The American dream,
Oh,
yeah.
man, it's unreal.
That's
So-
all my dad was a steel worker. That's all I wanted. His family in his house. That was it.
Hard-working
with his
dude,
wife.
man. If he's
Yeah.
doing steel, man, he's
That's
hard.
right.
But
Yeah.
he got it done, didn't he?
Yeah.
He probably
Yeah.
didn't feel like going to work half the time because his body probably hurt.
No. We're working, 95 degrees outside, 120 inside the building, and shift work as well for 40 some odd years.
Well, and
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
You never heard? He never whined about it.
That's
Nope.
right.
And
Nope.
those are just that generation is gone.
That's why they
Man.
call them the greatest generation.
Yeah, no doubt about
And
it.
my parents, Gene and Betty Ducey, Dad construction, and Mom just was always busy with community events, and it was just wonderful to be, brought up in such a loving household.
To have that
and support.
example of how to do it. That's
Exactly.
that's not that common, as common as it used to be anyway. All right, good morning, 710 weather brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
And reminding you, they've got some things coming up. It was great. yesterday as we got out of the gate with Neighborhood Nights. Big Groove is the performance tomorrow between noon and 1 at the Crystal Lake Park Lake House. If you want to enjoy their Folk and Roots series, learn more at urbanaparks.org.
All right, sir. The fans are waiting now whether Greg Solier will bring them a little moisture on the weekend, sir.
Yes, it's timed out for the weekend into early next week as well, but there'll be dry hours. Have a plan B just in mind, but need the rainfall. We'll see how that drought monitor will have played out in the next hour or two as it's issued. Would suspect that there's maybe some northern reaches of the state, southern Wisconsin, that might have slipped into a moderate drought. But back to the west, the flood watches are up through parts of southwest Iowa, eastern Nebraska. That's been a well-soaked over area of late. And we got to get some decent rainfall coverages that amounts across the area, probably quarter to three quarters, or maybe some spots close to or a little north of an inch if you were to add up the stuff between late tomorrow night, Saturday, and winding down on Sunday. Then this nickel and dime stuff with pretty good pushes, some early summer-like warmth and heat and humidity around here. Nothing out of control, but we'll be flirting with the 90-degree mark at some point the second half of next week. But fine morning it is here in East Central Illinois. It's 63 at Wilderness Savoy, 64 Danville, 62 at Rantoul, 85 the forecast time with sunshine, light south wind, milder tonight with a low down to 64. Tomorrow increasing clouds, breezy warm, small chance for shower to our west and southwest late in the day, highs up to 86. Otherwise scattered showers, thunderstorms get going tomorrow night. Best coverages and odds are after midnight, low down to 65, and a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms. They'll be weakening early to mid-morning on Saturday, refire in the afternoon, and a high around 88. Same thing on Sunday. Lesser rain chances, though. Partly sunny, warm, humid at 87. And we'll hold in about that 30 to 40% chance for a couple of showers and thunderstorms. Just iffy at best. Early and late stuff Monday, Tuesday. Nothing Wednesday. Back in for Thursday. But temperatures on the uptick at 85 on Monday. Upper 80s Tuesday. Around 90 next Wednesday and Thursday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Now feel like summer next Wednesday, won't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
All
go.
right. Yep, I'm going to have John Decker coming up here at the bottom of the hour, I think. He was in Paris, and we'll talk to him about stuff.
Yeah, big tennis fan with the French Open that he attended.
Yeah, he says I can sit there all day and watch this. I don't think I could. Anyway, we'll also talk a little with him about 60 Minutes and the implosion there. And CBS essentially, I think, trying to change things a little bit. And the arrogance. Scott Pelley.
Yeah, we didn't talk about him being let go from 60 Minutes.
What an ASS.
Pompous.
An ASS.
Mm-hmm.
He gets into this meeting with the brand new executive director and starts ripping him.
I know.
Because he's Scott Pelley.
Yeah.
Do you know that these guys... If I were on 60 Minutes, all I would have to do is read. They don't go to these interviews. The producers do it. They show up and are the star.
Okay.
Ugh, that's
Scott's
locker room like.
68.
He's done.
Yeah.
Just too arrogant because he's too smart. I can't stand pretentiousness. I really can't.
It says it not only a broadcast journalist, but in 2019, Truth Worth Telling is the author of the book.
Truth Worth Telling, according to who, Scott? Because you were on the CBS Evening News for 5 minutes, and they took you off because you read things like Donald Trump said there's not anything of truth to what he just said. He's saying that on the CBS Evening News.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I saw the clip.
Okay.
It's like, because
you're sure it wasn't AI? That's pretty...
No, I saw the clip. It was back in the day. Scott Pelley is so smart. Anyway, I just can't. Pretentiousness of these people that Leslie Stahl, the laptop isn't real. We don't have proof of that. How about now? Oh, I see you were wrong, Leslie. They're talking about dumping her too. She's like 85. I mean, please, enough.
But still, I don't want to cut down somebody because they're aging and still in broadcasting.
I'm just saying you had a great career, but you're so
but
they're so pompous.
Yes.
They're just so this is 60 Minutes. This is, do you know who we are?
Right.
It's 60 Minutes and you're not. Maybe you'll be as smart as me someday. It's just aggravating because I can't stand people who are all about themselves. I really can't. All right.
I don't know. What is the new direction then?
You how about doing the news? How about reporting?
Rachel Maddow is saying, I hope he lands right here.
Oh, I hope
on
so.
MS Now.
I would love people not to watch him there. Go for it. $7 million. Good luck.
I believe there is an audience consuming them.
There is. There are about 400,000 of them. Yeah, out of 340 million. Good work.
So if you have an opinion, 217-359-2255 on the Fisher National Bank text line.
Yeah.
Actually, Chris had texted in about rain and looked like we're going to get it in Brockton, Illinois. We have our last ever Brockton Springfest this Saturday. So I hope
Brockton is where?
Near Paris, I think.
Okay.
So thanks, Chris, for that tidbit during Greg Sollier's weather. We had some great baseball, as we have Champaign Central moving on. They'll play Normal U High at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Potomac and GCMS advance. And Unity and St. Joe will play each other on Saturday at 11 a.m. Unity took down Memorial Forsyth 4-1 yesterday, and St. Joe beat Tri-Valley 6-3 yesterday. So congratulations to these local teams.
No matter what sport, it comes down to Unity and St. Joe Ogden.
Isn't that crazy?
In this area.
And Spartans.
Yep, it'll be a dandy, and then I presume they go to the winner goes to the super sectional.
Right, this is the sectional championship, so it's interesting, the baseball formula and how they progress in the postseason. But I believe Illinois Field in Champaign is the
here.
goal.
Yep, it'd be great to be able to play there, and a lot of people can watch them. It'd be really cool if Unity or St. Joe made it.
That's right. MLB action in 10 innings. The A's beat the Cubs 5-4 yesterday. St. Louis Cardinals win. Let's get more details.
Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
With Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. The Cardinals managed to salvage a game in the three-game series, beating the Texas Rangers last night at Busch Stadium 5-3.
3 RBIs from Alec Burleson, a good night from Jordan Walker. The Cardinals rested J.J. Weatherholt, and the guy that played for him, Thomas Saggese, had a couple of big hits in the game and a really good start from Andre Palante, with Riley O'Brien finishing it off, and also good work from Ryan Stanek.
Ryan Stanek, his longest outing with the Cardinals this year, an inning and 2/3, and he came on under the gun.
He had a runner at third base, kept him there, and got to O'Brien for the ninth.
The Cardinals will welcome in the Cincinnati Reds tomorrow night after enjoying a day off today. And the Cardinals are going to pitch right-hander Kyle Leahy against right-hander Brady Singer. Airtime Friday night from Busch Stadium, 6:20, game time, 7:15.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
Game 1 of the NBA Finals, New York Knicks over the Spurs, 105-95. And now Game 2 will come our way tomorrow at 7:30.
On the road.
I know it.
Beating San Antonio. San Antonio led the whole way.
Right.
So it was late in the game.
But then the Knicks, with that 11-0 run, it just came out on top. And tonight, as the Stanley Cup Finals progress, we'll have Vegas and Carolina going at it with the Golden Knights up 1-0.
Weather brought to you by Carl.
Reminding you, it's time to schedule your kids' physical for back to school. You just want to make sure you're getting it in at a convenient location near you. You can do that as you visit carl.org/schedule today.
You can get it booked and then put a reminder on your phone. Time for weather. Here's Greg.
Low again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, Saturday. Sunshine and warm for the day-to-day. Light south breeze. We'll head towards about 85. Milder tonight. Partly cloudy skies. Dawn temperatures will level off at 64. South-southwesterly breeze on the increase. Tomorrow, increasing clouds. Breezy, warm weather. Isolated shower chances small late in the day. Highs up to about 86 and a south wind 12 to 22. And gusty. A couple of showers, thunderstorms overspread the area tomorrow night, especially after midnight. Low down to 65. For the day on Saturday, warm, humid weather. Cloudiness, a couple of showers, thunderstorms, good coverage outbreaks morning and afternoon. Highs up to 88. A little more scattered random chances of rain Sunday and Monday. Partly sunny, warm, humid weather at 87 Sunday. A Monday high of 85. Tuesday up to 88. Will be close to about 90 with a couple of isolated and widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. Next Thursday and Friday, muggy overnight lows down into the 60s. Should be about 3/4 to an inch and a quarter worth of rain across much of East Central Illinois with these weather systems moving through over the next few days. For CVD Broadcasting, I'm Greg Solgay.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Head to Route 45 Wayside.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Crude oil futures are off recent highs and below $100 a barrel after Israel and Lebanon agreed to renew their ceasefire agreement. Broadcom shares are down 13%. The chipmaker's quarter was solid and demand remains strong, though Wall Street was expecting a more optimistic forecast. Investor Bill Ackman is selling his remaining stake in Universal Music Group. His 2 takeover offers failed. The Wall Street Journal says Ackman's firm, Pershing Square, is expected to make $600 million in profits from the 5-year investment, though. Comcast is revealing more plans for its British theme park business. It plans to invest more than $8 billion in the United Kingdom to build and run Universal's first European resort. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
Need life insurance but have diabetes, high blood pressure, or on anxiety meds? If you're a 50-year-old male, even porky, or with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of life insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. For affordable term life insurance, call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-444-2013, 800-444-2013, or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-444-2013.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud to partner with individuals, families, and foundations, ensuring possibilities become achievements. From preserving and enhancing your assets to securing your legacy for future generations, we're focused on your success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
Well, Christine had never sold a home before. She wanted to make sure that she got the most money possible for her home, so she reached out to the real estate experts at the Nate Evans Group. By working with Vanessa from the Nate Evans Group, Christine says that she felt like she was working with a partner, an advocate, and a sounding board throughout the entire process.
It's true. When Nate Evans came to our studios and talked about the smooth transition from selling your home to buying your next one, Nate partners with lenders who have creative banking solutions to drastically reduce your down payment and avoid having 2 mortgages at once. Nate and his team have also been able to negotiate rent back options and delayed buyer possession if that's what you need. You talk about your timeline, maybe even explore your options with that secret list of homes. Get the process started with a friend you can trust, very knowledgeable about our market. Call the only agent I would call if I needed to sell my home. It's Nate Evans at 217-239-7113, or do an online search to Nate Evans Group and start packing.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to theNateEvansGroup.com.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Head to Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. They're open 7 days a week with daily food specials that keep things fresh and affordable. And Sundays? It's Sunday Fun Day from 1 to 4 with live entertainment that brings the party to life. Don't miss their massive 8,000 square foot patio, perfect for kicking back with friends. Feeling competitive? Jump into their sand volleyball leagues this spring and summer. Co-ed teams, great vibes, and even better memories. Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. Great food, live music, and fun all week long.
Ball 4. Blue, timeout. Bobby, what's the dealio? You've watched 3 straight batters.
Skip, I bought my wife a kitchen package of appliances, and I just realized I got them from a store that doesn't have a service department.
Oh, for the love, Bobby. I'm going to have to go to the pen, bring in Paul Reekin from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Hey guys, Bobby, when you go shopping for a new appliance, you need to buy from a store that has service.
That's Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
At Dick Van Dyke, we have our own certified techs to take care of any issues that pop up after the sale is over.
Kind of like a closer to seal up the wind?
Exactly.
I can feel the stress leaving my body, Skip.
Now you're leaving the game, Bobby. Paul, you're in.
Okay.
Next time, leave the hot dogs in the dugout.
But they're just too good, Skip. Wow.
Van Dyke Appliance World. We stand behind what we sell. We offer so much more. Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves about Ben Quattrone from Sarah Champagne.
What kind of friend has he been?
Unbelievable. Ever since I came to this dealership, me and Ben had interactions. He's been a great person this whole time. It still is. I always would recommend him to anybody about a car or anything. He's always going to be there for you no matter what. He always be behind you. He's just a great person.
Visit sarahchampagne.com. That's SERA champagne.com. All righty, we got John Decker coming up, I think, in minutes. I have not communicated with John in a few days, so I think he's calling in. I think he's back at it. Rashida Tlaib, what a delightful woman, always happy. Yikes. She's the congresswoman from Michigan, I think in the Detroit area.
Okay.
And I don't know if they have a count on who says the F word more.
Oh, boy.
But she's got to be up there.
She's 49.
Yeah, she's unpleasant.
This room's mother. We ain't going anywhere.
Notice I took out the rest of mother.
Yes.
That's what she just talks like that. As a congresswoman of the United States Congress.
This room's mother. We ain't going anywhere.
What's that crowd?
Political structures that I have to work in, that we all are surrounded by, was built on slavery and genocide and rape and oppression.
Yeah, let's sell like 250 with that, huh?
Doesn't come from the cowards and warmongers in Congress. It comes from the streets. It comes from all of us mobilizing and seizing the power to resist and fight back. Gaza is the compass in this country.
Gaza is the compass of our country.
Now we're in
God is the compass of our country, madam. You know, that it's just, that's what we get. That's what you're electing.
Here's the headline. Chaos erupts when GOP lawmaker accuses Rep. Rashida Tlaib of advocating for terrorists on a daily basis.
Well, she's certainly not lobbying for peace. She's lobbying for get to the streets. And then, of course, you can't do anything because you'll be a bigot. Some sort of Islamophobe. Listen, it's unbelievable that they're winning. And there's a guy in New Jersey that just won his primary that is tied to the blind sheik, the terrorist, total ties, and he's probably going to be in Congress because if you win a Democratic primary in New Jersey, you're in. So it's kind of how it works. I don't know. How's it been going for us with all of this, the immigration, open borders? How's that gone? Not very well. Unbelievable. And now I don't think any people like Rashida Tlaib are leading any committees. They're not getting real power jobs in Washington, but they are going. But, the Democratic Party of old is gone. It has been swallowed up by a far hard left that just has a whole different set of beliefs on what is true and what is not, and what should be and what shouldn't be. And so transgenders can play in the sport of their choice. And forget the girls' sports. Title IX, we've worked for 50, 60 years to get women a chance to play sports. Mm-hmm. And men can have babies and all these things that just don't make any sense and aren't true. And so that's what we're doing. You're far to go, well, it'll go away. No, I don't know. Does it sound like it's going away? Mother? The heck? Are you talking like that? We children thinking. All right, John Decker. Real good stuff next. Stand by. ESPN 93.5, 729.
Hi, I'm Tyler Weaver, president of Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery. It's time to come home to Carpet Weavers. We don't want you to just like your new floors. We want you to love them. From waterproof floors and carpet to furnitures and design advice, we've got a team of experts on your side. We'll get you the best price and the best quality products. And complete your home with furniture and accessories. Buy it all with free financing too. Come home to Carpet Weavers, where floors, furniture, and family meet.
Hey, it's Kurt with Lands Heating and Cooling. When you need a new heating and cooling system, Lands makes it easy. We measure your home, we check your ductwork, and we match you with a quiet, efficient, trained system. With Lands, you get the right system at the right price with the right installation. If your system's aging, now's the smart time to choose a high-efficiency trained heat pump and furnace. Schedule a no-pressure, in-home consultation at landsinc.com. And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
In place seems to be emerging.
If it happens, it could happen like over the weekend.
Is talking about peace.
Despite Iranian reports that peace talks have ceased, the president says talks are actually going pretty well and that a deal may soon be at hand. The president also saying Iran has agreed to let the U.S. go in and get that so-called nuclear dust, the near bomb-grade enriched uranium, if a deal is signed.
That's Fox's Griff Jenkins at the White House. He's the acting Attorney General. President Trump last night in the Rose Garden told the crowd he wants to elevate Todd Blanche to the top of the Justice Department. That would require Senate confirmation. And still no winners in the California primary vote for governor, as well as the race for Los Angeles mayor. America's listening to Fox News.
Hi, this is Richard of Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights.
And I'm Selena, the other half. When something breaks or needs built right, we know you don't have time to wait.
That's why we handle everything from on-site repair to full turnkey facility projects.
With over 150 years of combined industry experience behind every job.
We're also your local dealer for Chief Green System.
So you're getting equipment you can count on.
Give us a call at 217-574-5050.
Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights. Built on experience, powered by people.
Here's a look at local news. Well, police investigating after a 14-year-old boy shot Tuesday on Ivanhoe Way. They say the teen hit the hand and taken to Carl Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Several people present, but investigators say information's been limited. Anyone with information, contact Urbana Police. And Urbana City Council members will vote on leasing space at the Sunnycrest Center for a new community engagement office for Urbana Police and Crime Victim Services. Department says funding already in its budget. Neighbors say the Philo Road area needs more safety resources. Police believe the center would help deter crime. Illinois State Parks inviting people to take a hike on National Trails Day this weekend. Department of Natural Resources will host hikes at 4 locations across the state Saturday. Hikes going to be held at Giant City State Park, Lincoln Trail State Park, Volo Bog State Natural Area, and the Henry Dam. Enjoy your time. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Better banking is about more than just money. It's about people. Fisher National Bank is a locally owned community bank serving Champaign and Vermilion counties. They're your friends and neighbors, taking a vested interest in the communities they serve. Last year alone, Fisher National offered over 750 hours of community service. By investing in the people they serve, Fisher National shares in the success of a stronger community. Learn more at fishernational.com or any of the branches. Fisher National Bank, exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, Saturday, sunshine and warm for the day-to-day. Light south breeze will head towards about 85. Milder tonight, partly cloudy skies. Dawn temperatures will level off at 64. South-southwesterly breeze on the increase. Tomorrow, increasing clouds, breezy, warm weather. Isolated shower chances small late in the day. Highs up to about 86 and a south wind 12 to 22. And gusty. A couple of showers, thunderstorms overspread the area tomorrow night, especially after midnight. Low down to 65. For the day on Saturday, warm, humid weather. cloudiness, a couple of showers, thunderstorms, good coverage outbreaks morning and afternoon. Highs up to 88. A little more scattered random chances of rain Sunday and Monday. Partly sunny, warm, humid weather at 87 Sunday. A Monday high of 85. Tuesday up to 88. Will be close to about 90 with a couple of isolated and widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. Next Thursday and Friday, muggy overnight lows down into the 60s. Should be about 3/4 to an inch and a quarter worth of rain across much of east central Illinois with these weather systems moving through over the next few days. For Stevie Day Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Ladies and gentlemen, moms and dads, boys and girls, it's Thursday.
John Decker. John Decker. John Decker. I want to talk to John Decker. He is the one we know. I want to talk to John Decker. He's at the White House in press room.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and even children now have adopted the theme as possibly one of their full-time favorites because combines and little children learn the theme. Somebody even wrote it down as their favorite song.
That's right.
In grade school, and the teacher marked it out, which I am stunned. How can you be wrong in your favorite song?
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's great television's White House correspondent, national correspondent, John Decker, back from Paris. How was that?
Hey, you know what? It was great, but I think that voice, that little boy, is now in college at this point.
It might be.
He's probably 10.
So he was maybe 4. So how long's the theme? It's been around more than 6 years.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, I was talking just yesterday about how we started in 2010, Stevie.
Yeah.
And you on your Fox Cubby there at in
John
D.C.
Decker,
as the White House correspondent.
How did Stevie J know that this guy was going to be a star?
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hold on. I'm getting a call from CBS. They need my help. Okay, I'll take that later. Listen, John.
They need help.
I can't, for whatever reason, I'm slow to anger in my life, but I can't stand pretentiousness. And Scott Pelley reeks of it. I can't take that. I mean, really. He's so smart. Scott, guess what? You're 60 Minutes. You don't even do the dang interview. You have a producer cover you. You read the prompter and you get $7 million a year. Calm down. He goes in and rips the new executive director and is shocked that he's fired. I'd take out Leslie Stahl. Leslie, you're done. Good night. By the way, the laptop was real, okay? How about that? They did spy on Trump. May I continue?
Oh, boy, Stevie.
This is a
Wow. You're worked up.
I know.
Worked up.
But I mean, it's just, who do they think they are? You know, they have that snooty, we're 60 Minutes. Well, why don't you get some people that report news and do it objectively? Like Mike Wallace zooming into your nose. He was so close to your face. That was bad.
It was great.
I feel so much better. I just feel so much
better. Now you feel better.
Leslie's 84,
absolutely.
by the way. You said
84 years old.
But
Is that unbelievable?
With Trump, we're 60 Minutes. Ugh, I hate that. Anyway, John Decker is here. Good to have him to straighten me out. I'm not shocked that everything like this is happening, but it's just amazing. You would go in and rip the new guy and expect to stay employed.
Yeah, has there been any talk of this in your world, John?
Do it in front of the entire team.
Yeah,
I mean,
embarrassing.
I think that those types of things happen, behind closed doors, conversations get heated, but you did it in front of the entire newsroom. That's problematic, right?
But he was Scott Pelley, so...
He was Scott Pelley.
Rachel Maddow hopes they land there, and I said that'd be great because then nobody would watch them there. That's awesome. It'd be great. Anyway, John, what's on your world schedule and what's happening? What's on your radar?
Well, it's good to be back. As you pointed out at the very top, I was away last week and enjoying Roland Garros, enjoying tennis, and saw some incredible matches, including Sinner's 5-setter in which he was up 2 sets. 5-1, serving for the match, and he lost in 5 sets.
You said he was sick. Was he sick?
He was not sick. That's what he says. I think he had heat exhaustion more than anything else. And, if you describe that as a sickness, then it was a sickness. But it wasn't like a virus. It wasn't like, bronchitis or anything that, we typically describe as sickness. This was it was hot out there. It was 90 degrees he was playing in. And he obviously could not handle it on that particular day, even though he's the number one tennis player right now in the world.
Oh, you saw Djokovic's 5-hour thing too, right?
And I saw Djokovic's
5 hours,
in which he
Diane.
was up
5
2 sets.
5 hours, though. 4 hours.
Yeah, that was 5 hours. 4 hours, 53 minutes. Unbelievable.
What is it about you and Caroline, your wife, your lovely bride, that you guys can sit there all day and watch that?
She enjoys it. I think obviously she does not enjoy it as much as I could. I could do it all.
Why
day
is that? What
and all
have
night.
you self-analyzed how that is? I love watching golf. I really do. I really enjoy golf.
Yeah.
So it might be the
Well, there
same
you
kind
go.
of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's an end with golf. It's 18 holes. You know when it's going to end. Unlike some sports, tennis, you don't necessarily know when it's going again. You can't make a dinner reservation based upon going to a tennis match because you just don't know what's going to end.
It could be 2 hours, could be 5 hours. Yeah, you're off by a lot.
Right.
There. Yeah,
that's right.
But you are certainly an amazing, knowledgeable, world-renowned tennis official, man. You're on the International Federation or something, John Decker. Man.
International Tennis Hall of Fame. We're inducting in August a guy named Roger Federer.
Oh, my.
So I can't wait for that. That's going to be unbelievable. That's in Newport, Rhode Island. So he's coming to Newport, and I wouldn't be surprised that, if a guy named Rafa Nadal comes and surprises us with his presence there. So we'll see. I'm really looking forward to that at the end of the summer, right before the start of the U.S. Open, another great tennis event that I'm also looking forward to. But you asked me what's going on. I cover the White House, and so a lot's been going on with the president. You had that vote yesterday, largely symbolic in the House of Representatives. 4 House Republicans voted with every Democrat. They want to see the war end. And it's symbolic. It's not going to force the president's hand. It's not clear whether or not it could even be taken up in the Senate. But even if it is, there are not enough votes in the House and the Senate to override what would be a presidential veto. So I think everybody hopes this conflict comes to an end soon. That would lead to a steep decline in gas prices. But there's no indication, and despite the president's optimism, Stevie, that it's going to end anytime soon. He said maybe it will be announced this weekend. I just don't see that happening.
Well, I mean, isn't it like, who are we talking to? One voice here? It feels like there's more than one voice in the room for them.
Well, yeah. I mean, they have so many elements of their government. They have the mullahs, the religious leaders. They have the military, the IRGC, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, and then they have, the civilian political leadership, and that who the vice president met with back on April 11th. He met with the Speaker of the Iranian Parliament and Iran's foreign minister. So all those entities that I mentioned essentially run Iran, and you need to get agreement, from all of them in order to bring about a diplomatic end to this war.
I don't know how you stop the hardcore if the Revolutionary Guard is with them.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that.
Well, that's right. I think that, everyone takes their orders essentially from the religious leaders, the Ayatollah, and so if there's a peace agreement that's reached with, let's say, the foreign minister of Iran, it's not like the deal is done. It still needs to be run by other layers within the Iranian government.
I would say that would be unlikely, just because.
And I would too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the hard line people just want to go kill everybody. So how do you stop that? And then if they somehow lose and they can't do it, then they'll be terrorists themselves. Do individual events that would hurt people. And the 40,000 they killed or whatever the number is back in January probably kept everybody inside because you can't go out with a butter knife and do anything with that, right? I mean, it's
right. No, that's exactly right. And they've let it be known that if you go out and show your displeasure with the government by peacefully marching, they're not going to react peacefully to that. So there hasn't been any protests since what you mentioned, since January of this year.
Yeah. All right. So John Decker is out there covering it the best he can with what he's got. And you've got such a difference in what we believe the truth is. I think finding out what is factual, if you talk to somebody that doesn't like Donald Trump, their base of reality could be probably is different than mine of what I believe to be true. And there comes to, is this true? Is this story true? And then I do it all the time now because of AI. It's getting trickier. Is this true? And I check many sources, and I find out this extraordinary story wasn't true. And so I need to know that.
Right.
Yeah, no, I mean, a perfect example of what you're talking about is, this $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund, and whether or not it's dead. Todd Blanche, who's the acting attorney general, testified on Tuesday that it has been abandoned, essentially, by the DOJ, but he, when pressed, would not put that in writing. So I think it's dead, but the big question is it dead for good? Could it be resurrected at some point in the future? And that's something that there are a few Republicans, probably about a dozen Senate Republicans, who say they don't want to see anything related to this fund take hold within the Department of Justice.
Is it true that nobody during January 6th was ever charged with insurrection? Is that a true story?
I believe that is true. Absolutely.
How is that possible?
I think that's just a difficult charge to establish with, first of all, a grand jury and then proving it to a jury itself. So I don't think that particular charge was ever pursued by federal prosecutors.
I'm just saying that the whole Democratic progressive movement calls it an insurrection. That's if nobody was ever charged. I don't understand how we call it that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay. I don't use that word, but I think that there are those, obviously you just mentioned, in the Democratic Party that do. Maybe it's a shorthand version of what it is that they view happened on January the 6th. But in terms of just legally, no one, to your point, Stevie, was ever charged specifically with insurrection.
Okay.
John, I had somebody who's living in D.C. visit with me this week, and he's mentioning about the UFC bout cage coming our way for the fight on June 14th on Flag Day, which is Trump's 80th birthday, the ballroom, the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool, and the 250-foot triumphal arch near Arlington. Are you seeing all this construction? What's it looking like? What's the pulse of your opinion on how this is coming up for America's 250?
Well, my gosh, the president, people sometimes forget he is a builder. He is a developer. That's where he spent the majority of his professional life. That's what he spent the majority of his professional life doing. And so he loves these projects. He does. I can tell. His eyes light up when he talks about the things that you just mentioned, Diane. And so, I can't miss it. I'm at the White House. I see this huge, it looks like a spaceship behind the White House, hovering over the White House for what will be a UFC match on June the 14th. The president even mentioning yesterday the idea, maybe I'll leave it there even after the match is over. I think that's a bad idea, by the way. And then you have the other things the president is pursuing, the reflecting pool, the arch. They're already doing surveying on the site where that arch would go. It's really adjacent to Arlington National Cemetery. We'll see if that happens. And I think it will, to me, I think at this point it likely will. I don't see anything wrong with that. People have to get used to change sometimes. And why not?
And I feel like
that would be something that would be pretty interesting.
It's been a while since we've seen kind of upgrades and new sites and things like that for tourism and all of that.
Every few years we see some. That's right, Diane. Every few years, I remember people complained about the Vietnam War Memorial, and wow, why are you doing that? And making this huge change to the National Mall. So, that's an example of that. But yes, every few years we see something new. The World War II Memorial, that's something that's new. I think it's beautiful, by the way, in Washington, D.C. So, look, I think that some people are opposed to ideas simply because they're ideas of President Donald Trump, and that's unfortunate. You have to get over that.
And the price tag. I was reading in this article, Biden administration considered replacing the pool's granite, but did not go ahead because it was an estimated cost of $301 million. So instead of replacing it with granite, the Trump administration hired contractors to resurface the bottom, and they could do this industrial grade pool for $1.5 million. Wow, that's a lot less.
That's right. I'm really obviously interested in seeing the finished product, and if the finished product, is as good as the president believes it's going to be, then why should you complain about that? It beautifies Washington D.C. That's a good thing.
But they were losing 45,000 gallons of water a day with a leak.
Right.
What?
Right.
I mean, that's a lot of money if you and check
a
your
lot of water,
water
I
bill.
remember.
Yeah, you
That's
check your water. All right, John Decker. I mean, I don't understand what's wrong with the ballroom. What's the problem? I mean, it's not costing me a dime.
So you're right, and one of the reasons it's not is because Congress has essentially blocked funding for it that the president was requesting of $1 billion. But there is funding to build this. The problem is, according to a federal judge who used to be at one point my law professor, he says you need congressional approval for this project, and so it's going to go through a process. In the meantime, there is construction going on, but it's all beneath ground, nothing, above ground. And we'll see. There's a big hole in the ground right now.
I saw the video
on the south part of the White House.
I don't understand. So anything built on the White House grounds that would be permanent. So UFC is different. I'm confused as to the rules here.
That's not going to be permanent unless the president.
Well, no, he says stuff all the time that just triggers the heck out of everybody. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I think the ballroom would be pretty awesome to have over the next 100 years. But we'll see what happens. But I don't get it. If it's already funded, what in the world? Why wouldn't you improve it if it's not even going to cost you anything?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that at all.
Well, I think it all goes back to two things. There are certain people that don't like change. Number one, they think it's a beautiful house to begin with. Why mess with the good thing? And there are those, as I mentioned, who don't like any idea put forward by Donald J. Trump.
Yeah,
so,
I think
that's really the opposition.
That's really the I don't remember a vote on Barack Obama's basketball court, sir. So, okay.
Well, we've gone over this before. There's no basketball court at the White House. I know you bring that up, but he played at a basketball court. I think it was like at the Commerce Department.
Oh, wait a minute! I saw the court pictured. There's not a maybe they took it out, but during Obama's years there was not a blacktop and a little hoop.
No,
okay.
There's a tremendous. I'd love to play on it, Stevie. Tremendous tennis court at the White House. I would love to play on that. It never gets used. Boy, that would be great to play on that great tennis court, which was essentially a project of the First Lady, Melania Trump, in President Trump's first term. So it's beautiful. I when I'm out by the South Lawn, and you have to be inside the White House complex to see it. It is a beautiful court and a beautiful little complex.
Did they take the Richard Nixon bowling alley out?
Right.
That was in the basement.
Is that still in there?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never bowled there. That's something.
But there was
a
a lane down there Dick Nixon had.
There was.
Yeah.
There was.
Okay.
There's a great famous photo of Richard Nixon bowling in his dress shoes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Knocked them all down.
So I
knocked them all down.
Did an online search for sports accommodations at the White House. It mentions the tennis court, and it has been striped for basketball, Stevie.
So maybe they put a hoop up the tennis court? Okay.
And then they have an outdoor swimming pool, a putting green for golf, and a bowling alley.
See? There you go.
Oh, there you go.
We ought to have
Thank you, AI.
Yeah.
Thank you, Diane.
Hey, John, keep up your fine work. You're doing great. We need you. Great television, sought after speaker, all around Renaissance man. It's John Decker. It's always a pleasure.
Stevie, I'm going to be in the Oval Office this afternoon, so hopefully I'll get an opportunity to ask the president a few questions. I look forward to that, and we'll talk soon. And as you know, off the air, I'll send you some pictures of me in the Oval if that happens.
I love it.
This afternoon.
Love it. I guess it would be bad if I were there because I'd say, President Trump, talk about Scott Pelley. That's what I should do.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, that'll go well.
Yeah, right,
I guarantee you'll make news with that because I'd love to hear what he says about. What do you think about Scott Pelley and Leslie Stahl? Hey, keep up your good work, my friend. Always a pleasure.
All right, thanks,
Thank
Stevie.
you.
Thanks, Diane.
That's
Bye-bye.
John Decker, great television's White House.
Yeah, Kenny had texted in. I have two boys, 5 and 3. They love hearing the John Decker theme on Thursday.
Thank you, kids. Love you. 7:53.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Another nice early summer-like day's worth of weather ahead today, and most of it tomorrow. Nice weather ahead if you're in the rainfall business. That'll be on the increase tomorrow night into Saturday, lingering through the first half of next week with warm, humid, summer-like weather. 85 today with sunshine and a light south wind. We'll bottom out tonight with a few clouds milder at 64. Increasing clouds for the day tomorrow. Breezy, warm, and isolated shower chance late in the day. Up to 86 and a gusty south-southwesterly wind for the afternoon. A couple of showers, thunderstorms overspread the area tomorrow night, low down to 65, and a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms for the day on Saturday. Cloudiness, warm, humid weather at 88, up to 87. A partly sunny Sunday, a shower and thunderstorm in spots morning and afternoon. 85 with a couple of more showers and thunderstorms hit and miss on Monday, and heat and humidity build in over the middle and late portions of next week with again an errant shower and thunderstorm. Tuesday high of 88, close to 90 on Wednesday, up around 90 on Thursday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solke.
All right, thank you, Greg. It's ESPN 93.5. It is a great day. I've already opened the show this way. It's the triplets' 29th birthday. Everything in my life, from the engagement to the marriage to my children, has been totally public, and this is a happy, happy day. And the big brother of them all, Nathaniel J. Nathaniel's son in Chicago. How are you?
I'm good, Dad. It is quite a day. June 4th is like heck, it's half the family's birthday.
There you go. That's a very good point. I had mentioned at the top of the program how June 29 of 85, January 3rd of 93, and June 4th of 97, three biggest days in my life, and everything else is everything else. So your birth, Janet and I getting married, and the triplets today, and you were 4 years old when we brought them home.
Yeah, I was, and I remember a little bit from those early years. I remember jumping in and thinking, okay, well, there's these three new babies that are part of this family, and I remember you guys telling me that. I just kind of jumped in and started helping. I remember a lot of what I did, and I'm sure I was semi-helpful as a 4-year-old.
Very helpful. You were very helpful. You really were. Janet, your mama says Janet says you raised them. You really were the leader. And every time we were anywhere, you always went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You counted them. Make sure we had them all together.
Well, such is the reality when you grew up with triplets. And yeah, this morning, being June 4th, I figured we'd pause from our regular historical programming and just give a little bit of a glimpse into what life with triplets might actually look like from the perspective of their older brother and sometimes from the perspective of their parents. So a few interesting little things is when, this applied less to me and a little bit more to you and Mom, Dad, but when you have triplets, you go from being able to drive a sedan, which you did, Dad, to overnight hopping into the minivan world.
That's true.
And I don't remember when exactly you made that transition, but we did make that transition, probably out of necessity.
7-seaters had to be 7, to try and get 6 in there, and then one friend.
That's right.
So we could
That's right. Growing up, too, you also have 4 kids, if y'all happen to be golfers, playing in the same golf tournament. And what can get challenging there, for those of you who know golf tournaments, is one kid might tee off at 7:15 and the next might tee off until 8:45.
That's right.
And I can't imagine navigating that as a parent, but somehow you guys did. As the older brother, when all 3 triplets are in the play at the high school, you get to watch all 14 showings of Cinderella
there
from
you go.
Tuesday to Sunday.
That's true. Yeah.
Then fast forward a few years, when you all end up at the same university, you all might live in the same dorm and even share a suite with each other. And then Mom and Dad just start showing up at the dining hall for dinner because it just makes sense. And their whole kids are there, and it's actually cheaper for them to eat at the dining hall.
No, right. We got $6 meals because of the kids being there at Newman. It was awesome. Right. No, it was just awesome.
Yeah.
Well.
And then like we said, once a year we just get to celebrate 3 amazing people, and it really is hard to believe that it's 29 years old. I mean, it's so cliche and it's so easy to say, but you really don't know where the time goes in life.
It really seems to spin faster. Christian, Benjamin, and Grace. Christian, 12:18 p.m. Benjamin, 12:18 and 30 seconds, and Gracie, 12:19. 3 babies in 1 minute. And as Christian said years ago to his brother and sister, "You guys be quiet. I let you out." And there's Josephine.
I love it.
Oh, man. Well, can't wait to see you. And we'll see you soon, Nathaniel, son. Well done. Well done.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Talk soon. All right, 7:59. We're going to check the news here coming up. OSF is in the house.
Yes.
We love talking to them. That will be next on ESPN 93.5.
What is most important in your life? This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. If you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Presidential pushback. CJ Papa, Fox News. The fourth time is the charm for the House.
The concurrent resolution is adopted.
Well, voting to clamp down on the president's ability to wage war with Iran. It's largely symbolic and on Truth Social. The president calls the vote meaningless, bashing the four Republicans, label them bad, joining all the Democrats in the middle of my final negotiations to end the war with the Islamic Republic. Fox's Trey Yanks in Tel Aviv.
The president spoke from the Oval Office on Wednesday about the negotiations with the Islamic Republic of Iran, saying the United States has a very powerful deal they are negotiating. The House of Representatives voted 215 to 208 to pass the War Powers Act resolution that symbolically aims to restrict President Trump from taking additional military action against Iran.
Now, the president can veto the bill if it passes the Senate. There's another ceasefire in place between Israel and the terror group Hezbollah, but the Israelis are still in Lebanon for now.
The ceasefire deal between Israel and Lebanon is dependent on the Iran-aligned militants of Hezbollah halting their attacks. Its renewal was announced by the State Department yesterday. But Israel's Defense Minister, Israel Katz, says troops will remain in the south of Lebanon, a so-called security zone meant to protect residents of northern Israel. The ceasefire will create some pilot areas inside Lebanon where Hezbollah would be banned. The plan is a boost to hopes of an end to the war with Iran. The Iranians say any peace deal must cover the conflict in Lebanon too. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
President Trump set to reveal his $700 million plan to use federal money to help revive the U.S. coal industry. The announcement expected at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And the New York Knicks winning their 12th straight playoff game, taking game one of the NBA Finals over the Spurs, 105-95 in San Antonio. Game 2 tomorrow night. America's listening to Fox News.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250 micro to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I am grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
President Trump wants to promote Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche to the full-time leader of the Justice Department. As for that plan that is drawing pushback from both sides in Congress.
Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche told lawmakers the Justice Department is not moving forward with a nearly $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund. But President Trump says he's not sure if that compensation fund is on hold or dead.
I'd have to ask the lawyers, I don't know.
He told reporters,
as far as I'm concerned, it was a beautiful thing. It was something I didn't make it, but I heard that. I thought that was the greatest thing.
The fund was created as part of a settlement with President Trump and members of his family to end the lawsuit against the IRS. Lawmakers say a process already exists for Americans seeking compensation from the government. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Officials in California are still counting ballots from Tuesday's primary races, and President Trump posting on Truth Social earlier, the Democrats are at it again. They're trying to steal the governor of California primary and the mayor of Los Angeles away from two great Republican candidates. Here we go with the very late and massive numbers of mail-in ballots. Community members gathering at the Minneapolis Central Library to talk about driverless ride-hailing in the city.
Waymo vehicles driving around Minneapolis. Right now, the company says it is conducting mapping and testing with a trained specialist behind the wheel. Some rideshare drivers worry the technology could threaten their livelihood.
Waymo is just like it's going to take over the jobs.
Waymo tells Fox 9 it doesn't have an exact launch date on when its services will be available for public, but it does say that it's continuing to test for safety and its framework as the months continue on.
That's Fox 9's Leon Purvis reporting. New claims for unemployment claims they rose slightly last week to 225,000. I'm CJ Papa. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Illinois State Park's inviting people to take a hike on National Trails Day this weekend. Department of Natural Resources will host hikes at 4 locations across the state Saturday. Hikes going to be held at Giant City State Park, Lincoln Trail State Park, Volo Bog State Natural Area, and McHenry Dam. Enjoy your time. Well, police investigating after a 14-year-old boy shot Tuesday on Ivanhoe Way. They say the teen hit the hand and taken to Carl Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Several people present, but investigators say information's been limited. Anyone with information, contact Urbana Police. And Urbana City Council members will vote on leasing space in the Sunnycrest Center for a new community engagement office for Urbana Police and Crime Victim Services. Department says funding already in its budget. Neighbors say the Philo Road area needs more safety resources. Police believe the center would help deter crime. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Well, our weather will be brought to you by Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. They do Sunday Fun Day, and this Sunday it will be 4 of a kind.
4 of a kind on stage.
Kind.
From 1 to 4, yep. Sunday Fun Day, right there in the heart of Pasodum.
You bet it. We got our OSF Dawkins in the house. We'll meet him in just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Our weather guru is our meteorologist, Greg Solier, who studies this stuff all the time. And got a weather station when he was 12 years old for Christmas, and has been added every darn since. So, and you still have it.
There you go.
You still have it.
I still, it's not quite up to speed. Temperature humidity index, we don't use that anymore. They've done a couple of iterations of the wind chill index based on, I think, skin evaporation. So that ain't correct, but, looks pretty cool anyway.
Yeah, we learned a lot over the years.
Nerdy stuff.
All right, our meteorologist, Greg Solier. All right, sir, we might get some rain here in the next few days.
Yeah, we will get some rain, hopefully enough to kind of satisfy everyone. I think it ought to be, generally speaking, enough to improve briefly topsoil moisture reserve. We're going to try and go back into this Omega setup, low pressure across the northern, or at least the northwestern reaches of the country. A little weaker system into the northeast New England. In between the middle part of that Greek letter, you get high pressure below that will reestablish itself. So we're back into maybe peddling a drier weather picture here by the middle and late portions of next weekend. A little more heat involved relative to almost mid-June across the area as well. So we need this rain. Think we'll get it. Most should come up with a quarter to half, maybe some 3/4 inch amounts, or maybe some spots of an inch or two north of the Kankakee, west of probably about the I-55 corridor. Exactly where we need it. The drop monitor now into a moderate drought. Southern and southeastern Wisconsin, down as far south as almost northern Ford County right now. Abnormally dry here again over the northern half of the state, back into northwest Indiana. has some slivers of moderate drought returning into southwest Wisconsin as well, and kind of teleconnecting with the expanding dryness into the western reaches of the Corn Belt, as in particular Iowa, and of course the worst of it through Nebraska, where storms have been flaring up. They'll do it out there again for the day today, but no rain in our forecast today. Out the door this morning, temperatures climbing nicely through the 60s, heading towards an afternoon high today with sunshine, light south breeze to about 85, partly cloudy 64 for tonight, and a little rise on humidity. Dew points will keep those temperatures up tomorrow. Small chance for a shower late in the day, increasing clouds 86 and an increasing southwest wind. And keep an eye on, the tender vegetation, low afternoon humidity, the breeze and all that, maybe some wildfire potential again, either today or more so tomorrow. But then tomorrow night, scattered showers, thunderstorms get going. Best coverages and odds after midnight, and a low down to 65. A couple of rounds of good coverage showers and thunderstorms. We'll put it at 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch Saturday, and maybe iffy chances Sunday and Monday next week. 88 on Saturday. Humidity climbs further with upper 80s Sunday and Monday. Lesser rain chances as we flirt with 90 Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. For CBJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
All right, thank you so much, Greg. We appreciate it. ESPN 93.5. Happen to welcome in our studio Dr. Benjamin Riney with OSF Healthcare. He is a family medicine provider, and he's from the Kansas City University, relocated here to be near his in-laws and family. And Dr. Riney, nice to have you in. So you're kind of a general guy. You've kind of seen it all. And the thing that is number one common in all humans is that we're fine. I don't need to go in. Is that kind of it?
That is correct.
You summed it up there, Steve.
I mean, but why are we hesitant to go see Dr. Riney? Why, or anybody?
A lot of folks just wait until something's really bothering them to come in. Life gets in the way. They get busy, and when they finally decide that something's bothering them enough, they finally come in and see us. It's kind of just been the nature of everybody. They don't seem to see the value in preventative care.
Well, that's kind of the key, though. It'd be nice to prevent stuff before it happens. So, I mean, if your wrist is kind of creaky, it's one thing, but if your chest hurt, it's another.
Yeah.
I mean, you really got to know what to do. So when did you want to become a doctor? Greg Sollier, a meteorologist, said age 12. Was it something like that for you?
It was. My mom said pretty much after I stopped saying I wanted to be like a firefighter, the little kid things, that I said I wanted to be a doctor, and it's kind of always been the thing that I've wanted to be, and started doing job shadowing as a middle school kid. I was spending time in the hospital. And,
really?
Yeah.
Middle school?
Nice.
Like 12 years old?
Yeah.
Kind of stuff. Wow. All right, so you've been committed. Why OSF Healthcare?
I wanted to move back to this area to be closer to my family and my in-laws, and really thought that my values fit with OSF's mission, and really liked the job opportunity that I had here to both see patients and help further, OSF's mission.
I really like the fact that you can say a prayer for me.
Yes.
You know what? In other places, they might be Christian, but they might not feel comfortable based on it. But at OSF, it's clearly fine. I like that. It's good, and it works, and it helps, and people can get better faster, and all these other things that go along with all that. So that was part of your thing.
Yeah, it really was. And the other nice thing with OSF is, we can take care of everybody. It doesn't matter if you have insurance or you don't have insurance. We find a way to take care of you.
Always accepting new patients and happy to get people established with OSF. If you have any concerns at all, it's just nice to get it checked out.
Yes, absolutely. And we have availability to get you in quickly. Both we have primary care. I'm in Monticello. Myself and Amber Oberheim, my nurse practitioner there in Monticello, both have availability to get people in quickly. We also have been expanding our behavioral health, and we have very soon availability for appointments for behavioral health in Urbana to get people in for outpatient appointments with psychiatry as well. And we also have counseling there.
Dr. Benjamin S. Riney, I'm sorry to call you out on a mistake. You said quickly twice. That's true. It takes us 6 months to get into your doctor. I thought that. What are you talking about?
I probably have availability next week for
right?
For new patients.
That's just not really serious. That's not very common.
Yeah.
It usually takes like August of 29. I mean, I thought this. Where are the doctors? I thought we have a doctor shortage. You tell me you can get me in next week?
I mean, that's been part of our growth pattern.
Oh.
We really want to make access for our patients available.
Oh, well, that's huge, and it's nice to hear that, because isn't there kind of a doctor shortage? What are you still here and not retired by now? I don't. And you're like 30, aren't you? You're pretty young. So isn't that true? I mean, you're hearing that there's shortage of doctors.
And there is, and we've just really tried to make an effort to recruit and try to fill that gap.
If somebody says I'm tired all the time, what do you ask?
You know, I try to figure out, what's going on with them, and what kind of things that they have. Are they, eating enough? Are they, what kind of other symptoms that they're having going along with that? I want to get them in, do a full workup, ask a bunch of questions. Have they seen a doctor in a long time? Do they have they had lab work? What kind of other things can we do to kind of get to the bottom of that?
Yeah.
And summer's a good time to check out your health when it comes to staying hydrated and how you feel day to day.
Absolutely. During the summer when it's hot, you've got to drink twice as much water as you think you do.
What's a normal amount of water you would recommend?
Probably at least 64 ounces during the day.
Okay. And, we think as far as staying hydrated, maybe some booze now and then, maybe some sugary drinks now and then.
Yeah,
is part of our summer routine.
That's really gonna make things worse for you.
Okay,
but you also need to sleep, right?
Yes, at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep would be great, and that's gonna also contribute to your fatigue and make things worse for you as well.
Yeah.
What about bug bites?
Really recommending the bug spray. That's going to help prevent that. Long sleeves, long pants when you're in places that, the ticks are bad around here.
Yes.
So long sleeves, long pants, and bug spray are going to help a lot with that.
And of course, sunscreen.
Sunscreen, twice as much as you think. Same thing as, the water. People under apply sunscreen. And, that can definitely, if you're not wearing enough, can increase your skin cancer risk. And that's another reason, to get in and see your primary care, get your skin checked, get in with a dermatologist.
Do people come up to you, take off their shirt, and show you a spot? Has that happened to you?
I've definitely had questions about hey, what does this look like?
Okay.
Yeah.
And you say, come see me or something, because you're not going to diagnose it in the park, right?
Yeah.
Because there's always something that I want you to look at.
Yes.
And you don't mind that?
No. I get lots of questions.
Yeah. Once they find you're an MD, man.
Right.
Yeah, I get lots of questions.
It's a high level thing. But I can tell just by your eyes, you're a caring person.
Yeah, absolutely. When I get new patients, I want to sit down and find out about you, find out about your history, and see what I can do to help you.
Oh, I just feel like there's always headaches and feeling run down, and some of these symptoms you really shouldn't be ignoring.
No, you really shouldn't be. Headaches, chest pain, feeling tired all the time. Those are things that you really should be seeing your doctor for, so that we can talk about them and get to the bottom of the issue. Those aren't normal things. And if you haven't been in and had a checkup, in several years, getting in and getting a time scheduled with your primary care is key.
What does exercise do for me?
Exercise is, great. It helps with a lot of things. It helps keep your heart healthy, helps keep your blood sugar down, helps keep your blood pressure down. It helps with a lot.
You need to keep moving.
You need to keep moving.
I mean, that's something I find that if you don't move, then you don't move.
Yes.
Then you stop moving.
Yes.
You just keep it going somehow, even if it hurts a little bit, right? Got to get up. Got to go. Got to go.
Got to go.
Dr. Benjamin Riney, OSF Healthcare. I know when it comes to developments we're seeing in Urbana, can you update that on behavioral health and the expansion?
Yes. So we are expanding our inpatient behavioral health unit. We are opening up an additional floor for geriatric, which we're defining as 55 and up for inpatient beds. That'll open the beginning of July. And then we're opening a young adult, which would be 18 and up, kind of 18 to 26, 28, targeting that college age population. And that will open the beginning of September. And then we're going to also be focusing on some what we're calling intensive outpatient programs and partial hospitalization programs that'll open around the beginning of September as well. So for those people that can't necessarily or don't need to be in the hospital, but really need more intensive than just coming to the see a psychiatrist, every couple of weeks or once a month, they need that wraparound services. We'll be developing those programs as well.
Wonderful.
And then we have, like I said, for the availability of outpatient psychiatry, we now have a total of 4 providers, 2 nurse practitioners and 2 physicians in our outpatient clinic, and then 2 counselors as well. So we've, over the last year, essentially doubled our outpatient services in Urbana.
Okay.
Listen, Dr. Benjamin S. Reine, R-E-I-N-E. If you're looking for a doctor, he's available.
There
I can't
you go.
believe that. If you want to, how would they reach you?
They can reach us at the
OSFhealthcare.org.
.org.
How dare I ask you those kinds of questions?
And on our website, most of our providers have online scheduling, so you can even get on my website and find me, and you can schedule an appointment right there.
Well, listen, thanks for coming in. Tell our friend Amber Oberheim we say hello.
Yes,
I will.
Wonderful family, a strong woman, and she does a great job with being a nurse practitioner too.
I will.
Thank you, Benjamin. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Congratulations on your success, and keep it going and keep people healthy out there.
Will do.
Thank you so much.
OSFhealthcare.org.
All right, ESPN 93.5. Check your Fox business. Got the Pitmaster in the house. Best brisket maker in the world happened to just walk in. His name is Tim Onstad.
That's right.
Kind of famous now. Being asked to go to all these competitions. This next one's in South Carolina where he'll win the brisket again. It's a beautiful morning. We got a little rain toward the weekend. We're happy. Here we go. It's June 4th, Thursday morning. Time for Fox Business. Be right back. It's ESPN 93.5 coming up on 8:20 in Champaign-Urbana.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Mixed numbers on the job market ahead of tomorrow's monthly employment report. The number of people filing for unemployment benefits for the first time rose by 13,000 last week to 225,000, slightly more than expected, but within the range of a healthy job market. Continuing claims those remaining on benefits declined by 8,000 to 1.77 million. Outplacement firm Challenger Gray & Christmas says there were more than 97,000 job cuts announced last month, up 16% from April. And Challenger says artificial intelligence was the leading reason for employer job cuts for May. Tech companies Broadcom and Ciena reported a better than expected quarter, but Wall Street wanted a more optimistic forecast. Both stocks are losing ground. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola. Invested in you.
Need life insurance but have diabetes, high blood pressure, or on anxiety meds? If you're a 50-year-old male, even porky, or with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of life insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. For affordable term life insurance, call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-444-2013, 800-444-2013, or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-444-2013.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
It's great when hard work and experience are recognized. Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank. I am thrilled to share that Fisher National has been ranked 7th in the nation as a top lender in mortgage loans among banks with asset size of $300 million to $1 billion by our National Banking Association. This recognition is a testament to our lending team's dedication and expertise. After all, Better banking experiences start with local people and local decision making. If you're in the market for a new home or considering refinancing your existing home, let our team at Fisher National Bank earn your business and trust. We offer competitive rates with low closing costs, and we locally service almost all of our loans. Come see us with all your home mortgage needs and experience the top-notch service that has earned us national recognition. Learn more at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches today.
Fisher National Bank, exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey golf cart shoppers, tired of the same old golf cart shopping experience? Come over to Midwest Carts in Tuscola, Illinois, where customers rave about unbeatable pricing, massive selection, and full service done right. As the largest Denago golf cart dealer in Illinois, they've got premium new models plus 20 to 30 quality used carts ready to roll at any time. And the best part? Free delivery on new carts anywhere in Illinois or Indiana. Midwest Carts, Tuscola, Illinois. Find them at mwcarts.com.
ESPN 93.5, 824. It is Thursday morning. This is June 4, 2026. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
And the fact that Dr. Riney has availabilities.
Yeah.
Just don't.
I know it.
You call a doctor at the normal places and it's, a while.
Yeah.
Usually.
Right.
But not every instance, but just there is definitely less doctors than there used to be. And it's, they're worrying about, I think the nurse practitioner, the physician's assistant, they're all going to be the ones that can write the scripts, I think are going to do most of the work. I really do. I think doctors are disappearing. Less are going into it, I guess. Mm-hmm. And yet we're population growth. We need more doctors. Mm-hmm. We have already talked about the lack of help that will be available when us baby boomers get all the way through.
Right.
So that's where
you talk about the robots.
It's got to be there. If there's no human, what else are you going to do? You got really?
Yeah.
What do? You got to go live with your family, which is not an attractive option.
Yeah.
Because of all the care you'll need, you need a robot. Tim Onstadt probably will already buy one in the next year just to have it get used to Rosie from the Jetsons.
Maybe prep cooking on some of the barbecuing stuff.
I bet you could totally teach an AI robot how to do good barbecue.
Chop up some things.
So they're going to be the ones that are going to be help you get you to the bathroom and make you a sandwich and make sure you don't fall. And if you do, pick you up. Because falling is just the inevitability of life. We've all fallen. So just that whole gravity thing. Something if that didn't happen. But anyway, there's just a lot of advancements, but the doctors, I know they're having a problem with some of the shortages. I think and that's why you're not going to get into a regular old doctor very often. It just doesn't happen. Right now it doesn't happen. All right, we're going to take our news and then come back and talk a little barbecue smoking on our smoke show. That's coming up in just a few moments. If you're ever wanting to comment, you can always reach us on the Fisher National Bank text line, 217-359-2255, 217-359-2255.
Okay. This is Taylor Reefstack, and she's with Shimmer and Chic in Tuscola.
Taylor,
Hi, Taylor.
What are you doing?
Hi, how's it going?
It's going well. How are you? Aren't you working outside a lot this summer?
Yes, it's actually my birthday today.
Hey, happy birthday.
Are you kidding?
And Mike Wallner's making you work there at Orange and Blue Course there in Savoy.
I know, right?
You can ask Mike, but I think he doubles your pay on your birthday.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
No, listen, I have my triplets are a year this year today, so you share a birthday with my triplets.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
So Christian, Benjamin, and Grace and Taylor have a birthday today.
So Taylor wanted to check in about Tuscola's Sunset Stroll tomorrow.
It's not tomorrow. Is that here already? Oh my goodness.
I know, right?
What are you doing down in Tuscola tomorrow? What time and where do I go?
All right, so tomorrow in downtown Tuscola from 5 to 9 p.m., the downtown local businesses are all kind of hosting their own specials. For anyone to come out and enjoy. For Shimmer and Chic specifically, we are giving away a free gift with a $50 purchase. we're serving a complimentary drink. We've got some sidewalk sales, and then a lot of the other local businesses are offering different, like our bars, our Bookie's Tavern and Cast Iron Pub are offering specials on dinners and drinks. Joe's Pizza is offering specials. The local flower shop is doing a floral bar. There's lots of fun things going on in downtown Tuscola tomorrow night.
What time should I come?
It starts at 5 and ends at 9, so if you get there right at 5 or even a little before, if you want to get your Friday night started early, that's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Sunset strolling there in downtown Tuscola. And how was your 7th anniversary at Shimmer and Chic last weekend?
It went really, really well. It was so awesome to see all the support from all of our customers through the last 7 years come out and support the boutique.
Well, awesome stuff, and I know it'll be fun strolling around. And it's men and women, but probably mostly women, you think?
Yes, I will say if anyone is familiar with our Galentine's event we host in February, this is kind of like that, only it's summer themed.
Yeah, no, that'll be fun. I hope, and if you get there at 5, take advantage of all the specials, go to all the businesses, you might find your favorite few businesses, too.
Yes, I definitely think if you come out to Tuscola, you will find some new local spots that you will want to frequent after tomorrow night.
Well, especially like a Hometown Grounds. That is it Sam that's in there? She's just terrific. And Cast Iron Pub with Amanda. I mean, they're all right there in the heart of downtown Tuscola, really moving and shaking. I just love the vibe.
Yeah, I can't believe it's here already.
We have lots of young entrepreneurs downtown Tuscola right now, and it's really awesome to see.
Yeah, I love it. Taylor, Shimmer and Chic, you can find you. What is your address?
We are 101 North Main Street, downtown Tuscola.
Yep, and go buy some stuff and meet the ladies. You'll love them.
Yeah,
Taylor,
Jennifer and Taylor.
Yep, keep up your great work, and I hope it goes really well tomorrow night.
Thanks for checking in.
Yes, thank you guys. Have a great one.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you. Taylor
Awesome.
Reefstack. It's just one of the fine businesses down in downtown Tuscola.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they have a really nice community in Tuscola. Very, very unified and fun. Okay, news coming up. ESPN 93.5. Everyone knows when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. President Trump on a peace deal with Iran says it might not happen, or it could happen over the weekend. But 4 Republicans joined all Democrats voting to halt military action on Iran.
On this vote, the yeas are 215 and the nays are 208.
That War Powers vote will meet President Trump's veto pen. California is still counting. Republicans Steve Hilton and Spencer Pratt still holding on to their places toward a November runoff for governor and L.A. mayor. Water will flow to the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. Renovations complete by the builder-in-chief.
Great concept that never worked because it always leaked. They used stone originally into stone leaks because it's got a lot of crevices. And we have a very special material that we use.
Painted flag blue, the president says the pool works wonderfully for the first time since it was built in 1922. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Teen wounded in a shooting in Urbana. Police say that teen shot to the hand on Ivanhoe Way Monday. He was sent to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. So far, no arrests made. The shooting remains under investigation. Illinois Department of Labor reminding employees and workers that the Family Neonatal Intensive Care Leave Act is in effect. The law provides eligible employees with unpaid job-protected leave when their child is admitted to a neonatal intensive care unit. The leave is in addition to leave available under the Federal Family and Medical Leave Act. Authorities naming the Rantoul man who died after experiencing a medical emergency at a local pool. Champaign County Coroner's Office says Sean Beringer was pronounced dead at the hospital after the incident at Hap Parker Family Aquatic Center in Rantoul that happened on Monday. The incident remains under investigation at this time. And that's what's happening. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
The Tuscola Chamber and Tourism Office invites you to the Summer Sunset Stroll, Friday, June 5th from 5 to 9 p.m. on Main and Sale Streets in downtown Tuscola. Grab your gals and soak up the sunset. Take a leisurely stroll through the town. Enjoy exclusive summer promotions from your favorite local shops, boutiques, restaurants, and bars. Sip, shop, and stroll your way into summer. For more information, visit Tuscola.org and find them on Facebook. Don't miss the Summer Sunset Stroll, June 5th in downtown Tuscola.
Wouldn't it be nice to visit a car dealership where you didn't feel like you were at an auction? Or didn't feel like you were being taken to the cleaners?
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Welcome to Sarah Champagne. At Sarah, they offer a one-price promise. Every vehicle at a fair price, no negotiation, only the best price. Sarah Champagne, Honda, BMW, GMC, Buick, and Subaru. SERRA Champagne.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign, or Ben Saturday, sunshine and warm for the day-to-day. Light south breeze will head towards about 85. Milder tonight, partly cloudy skies. Dawn temperatures will level off at 64. South-southwesterly breeze on the increase. Tomorrow, increasing clouds, breezy, warm weather. Isolated shower chances small late in the day. Highs up to about 86 and a south wind 12 to 22. And gusty. A couple of showers, thunderstorms overspread the area tomorrow night, especially after midnight. Low down to 65. For the day on Saturday, warm, humid weather. Cloudiness, a couple of showers, thunderstorms, good coverage outbreaks morning and afternoon. Highs up to 88. A little more scattered random chances of rain Sunday and Monday. Partly sunny, warm, humid weather at 87 Sunday. A Monday high of 85. Tuesday up to 88. Will be close to about 90 with a couple of isolated and widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. Next Thursday and Friday, muggy overnight lows down into the 60s. Should be about 3/4 to an inch and a quarter worth of rain across much of east central Illinois with these weather systems moving through over the next few days. For CPJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solge.
Called Smoke, where we help you with your grill and making the best meat ever. With award-winning competition pitmaster Tim Onstadt. Smoke in Tim's Grill. He's the best brisket maker ever. Smoke in Tim's Grill. And now award-winning competition pitmaster Tim Onstadt. Schedule change. The ESPN crews have changed their entire June schedule because Tim and Donna are going to another competition down in Tennessee in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
This is added to the schedule. Television usually rules the day like Illinois football. So same for you guys.
No, we got asked to go to Alcoa, Tennessee for Barbecue for Bravery. That benefits the beloved Roots Ranch, a veteran organization that is focused on giving veterans get them out of survival mode and into find a rest, connection, and renewal. And we just thought it was a great cause. We get assigned a veteran to cook with us for the weekend, and I just thought it would be a great opportunity to do something and benefit. But we'll be at the Duck Pond in Alcoa, Tennessee on the 19th and the 20th.
That sounds awesome.
How many teams are going, do you know?
At least 26 right now, I think. They still have, as of Tuesday, they still had 4 or 5 spots left. So I think they're looking for around 30, 35 teams.
They got the KCBS judges, all that stuff?
Yes, it's a KCBS sanctioned event. So we'll be looking to put on our best meats for the judges and get shot down.
Have you done this kind of thing before, Tim, where you're paired up with someone, and then how much input will that veteran that you're cooking with have on things?
We haven't done anything like this before. We have had KCBS judges cook with us to get their master judge certification. We've done that 3 times.
Okay.
And when we do that, it's the same with the judges. We have a process for it, and we let them do as much or as little as they want. If they want to help trim meat, they're welcome to do that. Okay. I'll show them what we're looking for and what we're doing, and then give them the opportunity. We've had a judge that his main thing was he wanted to light the fire, so we let him light the fire.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Let's get some doors going.
It's whatever they want to do.
Okay.
And the thing for us is to give them the experience to, if that's something that they enjoy doing and would want to do, to go forward and let them have a shot at it.
So what you got in the barbecue? Weren't you going to tell me something about barbecue today?
Well, yeah, balanced barbecue. Everybody,
What's balanced barbecue?
When you see TV shows, they talk about balance in your flavors and the flavor profiles. And when we go to different places, there are different profiles that we're looking for, whether it be sweet, a little more, they call it vinegary, but that's more of an acidic flavor. And the key is in barbecue is to get the balance in your flavors. That's what makes a good barbecue. So we're looking for balance between sweet, salty, smoky, and acidic. If you want to put that together in, an ASSS. So it's a hard thing to achieve, but we're using for sweet, you just don't dump sugar in there. We use turbinado sugar, we use brown sugar, we use apple sugar, we use maple syrup,
honey.
We use honey. As Stevie knows on his chicken is
I use that all the time.
Right.
But what we talked about with that was we dip it in honey and salt.
Yep.
So we're balancing that savory salt with the sweet. So salt is one of the savory flavors.
Mm-hmm.
You got your spices, and basically spices, salts, anything that adds a depth is a savory, and you balance that out with your acid and your sweets.
So you got good taste buds. If I gave you something to taste, you could probably tell me what's in it.
Maybe.
Tricky.
It's tricky. There's a search, and there's things that taste like other things.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So how do I learn that? Just read up on it, or?
Well, you can read all you want, but you got to actually do it.
Go do it.
I mean, we've been trying for 9 years now, and still haven't quite dialed in on some things that we want to do.
And you're always getting better and trying new things, aren't you?
We're always trying new things,
good.
and that's something that barbecue is great at. Do it at home. Try anything you want to try. If you like it, do it. If you make it and it tastes bad, then throw it away. Don't ever do that again.
I was just researching the 5 basic tastes on the tongue: sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and umami. I don't even know what umami is.
It's a clothing brand, Armani.
I don't know what that is.
Umani.
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 I do know how that bitter relates to smoke, and we've talked about it before, that the smoke is a bitter flavor, so that's part of the balance. And we've talked about places that I've been to that over-smoke their meat, and you get that bitter flavor. Well, that's too much of the bitter. That's out of balance, and that's what I'm talking about.
And that's
what I talked
this
about
is.
without even knowing it.
Yeah.
As I talked about and then just looked up umami, it's a Japanese expression, but commonly described as rich or savory or a meaty flavor that leaves a lasting mouth-coating sensation. So that's interesting, especially that smoke flavor. I feel like when you add that, don't you have a little bit of that in your like mac and cheese or something?
It comes from the smoke. It comes from wood.
It just kind of lingers.
And we've talked about wood as an ingredient. The wood smoke is an ingredient in the meat, and that's where that comes from. And that adds that touch of bitter that you're trying to get balanced with everything else.
But you think in some places that really sell a lot of brisket and meat, you think it's over-smoked?
Yeah, if you go on the menu and they say smoke for 12 to 14 hours, it's way too long. They're just putting soot and ash down on your food.
But people like it. They think that's what it's supposed to taste like. I don't know.
I don't know.
A lot can be hidden with sauce too, right?
Yes. But the smoke and the bitter is supposed to be a flavoring. It's just like salt. Too much is a bad thing. If you have the right amount and it's balanced, it's a good thing.
Yeah. Tim Onstad, Pitmaster Extraordinaire. He and Donna ranked number 1 this morning on the Stevie J Best Brisket in America and the world. Okay, so how are things going at Gale Ferrix Trucking?
Oh, you're generous on those rankings.
No, I'm sorry. That's what they are. I just pulled them up.
Hey, Stevie J's always right.
That's right. Exactly right.
Hey, Gale Ferrix Trucking is running great guns. We've got just stacked with freight. We do have one open spot for a driver, and we've actually had people almost seems like they come out of the woodwork. You get no action for a few weeks, and all of a sudden everybody's at once. And we've got some great people coming in and looking to add one more great person as a driver. Wants to be home and make good money.
Be home on the weekends?
Be home every weekend.
Wow, every weekend. Wow.
And drive nice equipment and work with top-notch staff.
Yeah, well, you train them up, and you had some new people go out there recently, so you take care of them, how they do that.
Safety lane at dedicated diesel, too.
Well, that's big news. Today is a nervous day for me. We are recertifying the safety lane, and I am going to take the certification test to be an official Illinois tester to get retested. To do that, I've had it in the past, but like we've talked about, we're on a restart on all of that, and I'll be leaving directly from here to meet with the state DOT officials to go through.
Did
all
you
that
have
process.
to study?
Yes.
Okay.
A lot.
All right. Well, good luck to you. I could take it for you, but you don't want that.
You can do it, Steve.
Is it multiple guess or is it fill in the blank?
Fill in the dot?
The written test is multiple guess and true false, so coin flip, multiple guess and coin flip.
Okay.
And then the practical test is one that I'm a little bit concerned about forgetting the proper names of components. I know their functions, but we'll get it figured out.
You're very, very, very enlightened in this area, sir. You will do great and keep people safe for sure.
Well, I appreciate the intervention this morning with the good doctor in here to tell me everything that I'm doing wrong.
That's right, OSF Healthcare.
It was great being here to watch him tell me how terrible I am.
You're all good. Yeah.
But we're good, and we'll keep going as long as we wake up in the morning. We're going to keep going.
You got that right,
Absolutely.
brother. Listen, keep it going. Good luck today with the IDOT folks, and I know it'll be great.
I think it'll be a big announcement, and we'll get it in a commercial here that the safety lane is up and running. It'll take
Excellent.
a couple of days for them to get the certification back, but we'll be good.
Good job. Tim Onstadt, thank you, my friend.
Thanks, guys.
It's Tim Onstadt. Smoke is our show. Always great to have him in studio.
Right.
All right, quarter till ESPN 93.5.
At F&B Wealth Management, it's not just about numbers, it's about people and communities. Hi, I'm Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank and F&B Wealth Management. Our team is united by a shared passion for helping you achieve your financial goals. We are equipped and eager to work together to craft personalized financial solutions just for you, including retirement planning, risk management through life insurance, long-term care insurance planning, and investment advisory services. Together, we will celebrate milestones, navigate life's transitions, and build a financial future that reflects your values. Experience the difference of a team that truly cares. Visit investwithfnb.com to learn more about dedicated advisors and start your journey toward a financial confidence today.
F&B Wealth Management is a division of Fisher National Bank. F&B securities are not insured by the FDIC, not a deposit or other obligation of or guaranteed by the depository institution. Subject to investment risks, including possible loss of the principal amount invested. Securities, insurance, and investment advisory services are offered through Midwestern Securities Trading Company, LLC, MSTC. Member FINRA, SIPC. MSTC and F&B are not affiliated.
F&B Wealth Management, supporting exceptional communities full of exceptional people.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in central Illinois. Not cookie cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
We're talking with Riley Kachaturian, realtor with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. Do you envision being friends with the people that you close houses with? I mean, does that keep going?
Oh, absolutely. I love getting to check back in with them a couple weeks after, a couple months after, a year later. It's a really cool part that we get to stay with them and be a resource for them, but also to get to be a friend.
All right, as a real estate agent, it's kind of a 24/7. You're thinking about stuff. You got to make this call. You got to check on these questions, and that's okay?
Yeah, I think it's a job that really is kind of a lifestyle. People are trusting you with something really big, and so you want to be available, be ready when they have a question or they're freaking out about something. I want to be the person they text so I can reassure them or provide information.
Riley, how can people reach you?
They can find me online at rkachaturian.coldwellhomes.com or via phone 217-552-5055.
I love our morning routine until the water turns cold.
Maybe the water heater's not a morning person. Upgrade your mornings with a tankless water heater from Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Enjoy hot water when you need it, not just when your tank allows it. Renai tankless systems are energy smart, space-saving, and designed for real life. Call Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling and make cold showers a thing of the past.
I'm Troy Lands, and you count on my company because you can count on me.
All right, it's 8:48, ESPN 93.5. We check, I guess sports headlines.
Yes.
The Cardinals won, the Cubs lost.
Right.
And
we've got games continuing.
The Knicks won, which is significant because now the New York Knicks, this is the NBA final, finally.
Yeah.
They now have home court.
That's right.
And the Knicks, I don't think they've lost a playoff game in 10 games or something.
So game 2 tomorrow.
It's in San Antonio, but it's over in 4 if they beat them tomorrow, I think.
Friday at 7:30, so take note of that. Stanley Cup Finals, game 2 tonight with Vegas on top, leading Carolina 1-0. Did you hear about Russell Wilson retiring to be a TV analyst?
I'm kind of turned off on Russell.
Okay.
Because of his whole pretentious thing when he went to Denver. He had to have his own tent for his own people, away from the people, and you had to get an appointment when you wanted that.
Kind of Scott Pelly-like.
Not as bad as Scott Pelly. Scott Pelly calling out his brand new boss in front of the newsroom. He lost his job in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And it was for cause, so I don't think there's a payout there, bud. Sorry about that.
Uh-huh.
So that means his $7 million a year probably evaporates immediately.
Right. So, and what's going to happen with, 60 Minutes?
Well, they're going to get better people.
Okay.
I mean, Stevie J would be amazing because I can read a teleprompter. I'd probably have to do something about the hair.
Mm-hmm.
But I could do that. Those guys read. Most of those people they're talking to, they don't talk to. The producers do it.
Here's something that was posted. These are people chiming in with editorials, but saying Stahl could be the next high-profile departure from the program.
I mean, isn't it about time you get some new blood in there and people that would not slant a story or anyway,
their bias come
The
through.
problem I have is the pretentious feel that they are the ones that know and you're an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
That's what some people have that. They've got it. You don't need to chime in because I'm smarter than you and everybody knows it. I can't stand that stuff.
So good luck to the Unity Rockets. They're playing St. Joseph Ogden, and that game is at 4:30. We also have Potomac and
Saturday.
If they win, they play Saturday at 11.
So today they play
St. Joe Ogden and Unity play
Saturday.
Friday. Wait. Now I'm second
Saturday
guessing.
11, I thought you said
Saturday 11 is the championship for the one who wins this moves on, right?
All morning you've said St. Joe Unity Saturday 11.
I think that's it. I'm sorry. I am confused. It is Thursday.
Now I don't know.
It's true. And I know
so they play each other for the sectional title.
That's right.
Okay.
And it's on Saturday.
Okay.
And the goal is to get to Illinois Field.
Gotcha.
And that's where the state competition will take place.
Yep. But I think there's a super in between all that.
Right.
Okay.
So,
we don't know about baseball.
Central and Normal UI, or Normal High School is playing at 10 a.m. and Potomac and GCMS are also advancing.
Central has been John Staub.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic coach.
Great baseball.
Yeah. All right, here's your weather.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Another nice early summer-like day's worth of weather ahead today and most of it tomorrow. Nice weather ahead if you're in the rainfall business. That'll be on the increase tomorrow night into Saturday, lingering through the first half of next week with warm, humid, summer-like weather. 85 today with sunshine and a light south wind. We'll about tonight with a few clouds milder at 64. Increasing clouds for the day tomorrow. Breezy, warm, and isolated shower chance late in the day. Up to 86 and a gusty south-southwesterly wind for the afternoon. A couple of showers, thunderstorms overspread the area tomorrow night. Low down to 65. And a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms for the day on Saturday. Cloudiness, warm, humid weather at 88. Up to 87. A partly sunny Sunday. A shower thunderstorm in spots morning and afternoon. 85 with a couple of more showers and thunderstorms hit and miss on Monday. And heat and humidity build in over the middle and late portions of next week with again an errant shower thunderstorm. Tuesday high of 88. Close to 90 on Wednesday. Up around 90 on Thursday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solke.
Shopper Urbana's Market at the Square, going on now through the end of October, 7 a.m. to noon, rain or shine, at Illinois and Vine. A vibrant market connecting community with local food growers and producers, strengthening our local food economy and providing access to local artisans, serving the community at a gathering place at Illinois and Vine. Such a great variety of fresh, healthy, local, high-quality foods. Shop Urbana's Market at the Square. To learn more, visit urbanamarket.org.
Stevie J here. With Nate Evans of eXp Realty, you'll always get a stress-free sale for the most money.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to thenateevansgroup.com.
All righty, we appreciate your time today listening to our program. Evan and Curtis later today. That'll be after 3 on the drive. And we are June 4th. I'd mentioned the triplets today. Also Joyce Cheatham.
Yes.
It's her birthday, and we found out that Taylor Reefstack from Shimmer and Chic in Tuscola also celebrating on this day.
Absolutely. Working hard at Orange and Blue with Mike Wallner today at the Savoy Golf Course. So take note of that.
My wife is making pierogi.
Oh, I love
Bagol. It's a South Korean dish, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Pierogies are more of a Polish.
No, it's a
like a dumpling
we've done that
or
too.
something.
Now I got to find out what the name. Bulgogi.
Okay.
It's a certain ribeye, and then you mix it with, you have a bunch of spices and things like that.
Okay.
Bulgogi is delicious. I think that is South Korean. All right. So we will be talking to you tomorrow morning.
Looked it up. It looks delicious.
It's got all kinds of stuff in it, and it's fantastic.
Well, congratulations to you Ketchetarians on celebrating the birthdays. I mean, really, Janet's is coming up in a few weeks.
Yep, it certainly is. And her birthday is Philo's zip code.
Yeah.
You tell me how that works.
That's how I remember it.
Unbelievable.
61864.
Okay, we shall return tomorrow, God willing. Ed Martin and Brother Johnny are scheduled, and they're on for tomorrow at 7:35.
Actually got together in New Orleans together.
They were at a restaurant last night together, and Johnny finally bought him a steak.
Awesome.
So we got that done. We'll get the full report tomorrow. Diane, thank you.
Enjoy the day.
That's Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Meet you tomorrow. Have a great Thursday.
Your roof is your home's best protection for the elements outside.
she
And
ever
that's
made
why
this
Owens
before?
Corning Roofing is designed and tested for superior performance. Kramer is a platinum preferred contractor hand selected by Owens Corning. So start today and get 10% off the best roofing from the best roofing professionals.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Orange and Blue fans know the value of preparation, teamwork, and showing up when it matters most. Just like Fred's Plumbing and Heating. For 47 years, this family-owned team has delivered dependable plumbing and HVAC installation, maintenance, and repairs throughout our community. They even offer service agreements with zero monthly cost, because protecting your home shouldn't break the budget. When you need service you can count on, choose the team that's been winning for nearly 5 decades. Trust the Orange and Blue of Fred's Plumbing and Heating.
Hey, we're looking for a couple of really professional drivers that know the ropes and would like to get a home where they're treated with respect, getting home every weekend, making a good wage, and doing the right thing safely. Yeah.
Awesome. 2 people. All right. And how would they connect with you for that?
They can get me at timo@gftlog.com or 765-793-7131 extension 4, or even my cell phone right now, 765-505-1295.
And then for dedicated diesel off Route 45 on Triumph Drive, as you're driving toward Rantoul, on the left-hand side, you'll find dedicated diesel. What do you offer there?
Hey, we've got a couple of good mechanics in, trailer mechanic and tractor mechanic right now. We're doing DOT annual inspections, trailer repair, truck repair, just whatever you need, we can take care of.
Wow, that's really nice to know, because, we have to drive into some other cities. Not convenient. You can't get all that done here in Urbana at dedicated diesel.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. There's no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help you improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ball 4. Blue, timeout. Bobby, what's the dealio? You've watched 3 straight batters.
Skip, I bought my wife a kitchen package of appliances, and I just realized I got them from a store that doesn't have a service department.
Oh, for the love, Bobby. I'm going to have to go to the pen, bring in Paul Reekin from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Hey guys, Bobby, when you go shopping for a new appliance, you need to buy from a store that has service.
That's Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
At Dick Van Dyke, we have our own certified techs to take care of any issues that pop up after the sale is over.
Kinda like a closer to seal up the win?
Exactly.
I can feel the stress leaving my body, Skip.
Now you're leaving the game, Bobby. Paul, you're in.
Okay.
Next time, leave the hot dogs in the dugout.
But they're just too good, Skip. Wow.
Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. We stand behind what we sell. We offer so much more. Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Everyone knows when you turn the key and the car won't run? Call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell, they solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit bergtanksinc.com.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.